Alrighty, I am back. Thank you all for being so patient. I do appreciate it. We are going to jump into my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trade. So let's get into it. Let me just get everything crossed over, switched over, spammed over. I don't know, whatever. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we shall continue. Sound all working? Yes. Good. Cool. Okie dokie. So, we were fighting our way through the Navigator's Sanctum, or the Navigator's Station, which had been ravaged by the warp. One of the idiots opened their third eye unprotected and blasted warp energy across the station, and it all went to hell, funnily enough. Now, the heavy door is secured by a sophisticated mechanical lock. There must be some way to open it somewhere else. Useful. That is not useful at all. Okay, I have no idea what to do about that then, because I thought we'd explored everywhere in this area previously. Meteor chunk. Okay, well, for some reason I'm keeping that. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What's available? Examine. Medicaid.
Operation successful.
Most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open. Oh shit, okay. Right, so that's back out the way we came. Lady Navigator's statue looks pristine and new. Okay. Interesting. Library, solitary city. Okay, it's just books. This is all the corpses that we had that huge fight with last time we played. Yeah, okay, so the system to open the lock must be somewhere over here, right?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah. Check use. Pascal, open this.
The machine gun grants me insight.
Cool. Is there anything useful in here? Oh no, we've already been in here now. Yes. Mutant traitor. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything useful over here that we didn't already loot. So why the hell can we not get through that door? Yeah, you've already interacted with that cogitator, unless we can ask it more shit. Interact with the cogitator. Awaken him. Oh, apparently we didn't call Rykad Minoris for help. The system cannot carry out a command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirit. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanisms. Right. Main chamber controls. Open all doors on the level. There we go. Okay. Cogitator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirits have fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst a flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted, processing error, something is required. Okay. Pascal's Vox systems emit a binary trill. The spirits of this sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the lingua more familiar to the citizens of the Imperium. Requesting access to the device. Go ahead. Pascal's fingers drum out a resonant crescendo on the control panel as his mechadendrites remove the metal cover and the data cord slides into the machine's innards. Cogitator's body starts crackling with electrical impulses, and Tech Priest nods with satisfaction. A few minutes later, Pascal raises his hands above the machine, chants a brief litany only he can understand, and pushes the surviving stump of one of the levers. My humble prayers have satisfied this machine's requirements. Okay. Interesting. Main hall. Cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door has already been opened. Okay. Library. Cogitator takes a few moments. The door's already been opened. Adjacent compartment. Rebels and keeps resetting your commands. According to the data, the compartment you're trying to access is Tirana open is depressurized. Technical areas. Takes a few moments. Blah 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 blah. Protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. Guard room. Door has already been opened. Laboratory. Ooh. Hey TradAAAH, how's it going? Welcome back. If returned. More power! 0.2%, 0.02% more power. Appreciate it. Right, passage has been opened. Turn to list of available commands. Right. Step over from the cogitator. Tank machine, and it resets. Cool, okay. That opened the door that I wanted. Fantastic. Okay, now we're gonna save. What have we got? 33. Cool. Yeah. Go. Let's go. Okay. Caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Good. Biogel. Black water. Okay. Unidentified acid. Alright, sure. Good. Psi crystal. Okay. Why is none of this going into storage? I can't imagine most of this is actually useful. Unsupported item. Okay, so that's... Okay, so we are finding stuff that has a use, because we can't chuck it in storage. Flesh sample, yeah, okay. Right, so what do we got here? Something in the Medicaid 100.
This explorator is
Synthetic
blessed.
amniotic fluid pools across the floor, barely discernible traces stretch to the opposite side opposite the entrance. Okay. So something was stored. Ah. I see. We can't go that way. Okay, good. Another data crypts. Interesting. Not that we can access them, but still. Yeah, kind of concerned about, you know, this. What's all this about? Who have we got in amniotic fluid tanks?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Let's do so. Good. Research notes. Okay. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you're not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. Tech Priest bless the data crypt H41k for the calculated number of chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. Data crypt H40ko malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the technomats to deliver the sacred mechanism into the Magos Dioctus' capable hands. Wow, okay, yeah. Right, so. Good. Oh, jeez. Adamantine. Interesting. Good. Hang on, that's raw adamantine. Unsupported. Laboratory journal. Whoops, okay. Apparently that. See, I'd have thought that wouldn't. Right. Laboratory journal. Experimental section. Child's influence on psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Access level or Celio T prime. Excuse me. Subgroup. Low-born male. Test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within days of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. The individuals with greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation, which the subject's own intestines. Okay. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. A lowborn female. Test subject died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death, severe head injuries caused by impacting the walls or floor. Okay. Subgroup. Paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to shock caused by a manufactorium accident. Male. Test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. During region Aranoto, during region Aranoto or Celio's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely trying to carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. The lengthy conversation was prohibitive due to the servant's lack of tongue. Okay. Hey, some Geek, thank you for lurking while working. Hope working while lurking goes well. I don't know if anyone can in chat can shout out some random geek. That would be real handy, please. Right. Subgroup. Defective offspring of Lord P. Orselio, pronounced unfit for studying the higher art of navigation, owing to the mutation of tissues required for the installation of the obligatory augmentations that merge one's consciousness with the vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind. Female. Test subjects mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Emos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from a resulting massive heart attack. As the last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. What? Okay. Tissue flask, data crypt connector, catalyst, flask, reagent flask. Okay, so I think we got a puzzle. I think we might have a puzzle. Transducer. Okay. Remake control. Well, we don't have components to make that. Time passed. Okay, we remade the control rod. We've recreated the control rod. What is this? Hey, the Archaeos, how's it going? Third day unusual, I'll be somewhat less exhausted. Excellent. You're getting used to it. Good stuff. Thank you, Flex. And can you shout out the Archaeos as well, please? What is this stuff? What is all of this? Alright, all this fucking... So... Okay, don't use the acid. What would this do for us? Obviously got some kind of puzzle to make some kind of material. 134. Pasta dish, red pesto, cherry tomato, squash, chicken, garlic. It's pretty good. Still got half a pound left. Nice. Right, so, okay. What were they trying to achieve here? What would this do if we made this material? There's a material on flash. Now I guess there's a resistance. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. Okay, so adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. More data related to the experiment. Okay. I mentioned that chunk of meteorite found by is completely useless, although shining granules could be used to make new paints for the shop. Okay, so the meteorite's useless. Meteorite's useless, the adamantine is useless. Sort of. I mean, the macerator can handle its temper, so we can't make use of that. So... Right, so that's broken. So usually with the crystals, strongly recommend finely grinding the reagents to catalyze reaction. So that's the basic flesh sample is useless. I don't know what that is, but we need this one. Black water's useless. Biogel, don't know. Acid is useless. Side crystal we might need. Meteorite chunk is useless. I don't know what. Hang on, how I found something referencing that one. All data related to the experiments, so that's 4OH. So that one's useless. So that's that. That we don't need. That I don't know if we need at some point. And that I don't know if we need at some point. So we'll put that there, we'll put that there, we'll put that there actually. So, okay. Can we read this? This is reagent flask. Don't know what we do with this. Someone shouted out the Archaeos. We've already done $1.1 million for them. Ha! No idea, nor do you really care. You're a landscape gardener, so you get to fuck around with all manner of tools and equipment. Good fun. Right. When you mentioned gardening, Because lifting heavy machines, bloody hell. Okay. Right, I'm going to do 135. I'm not sure what a transducer is. I think it will turn this into a powder.
This could be an opportunity.
Crystal dust. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then... I might put that in there. See what happens. See if we break it. Adamantine dust. Okay. I don't know if that's going to help us at all or not. Then... Tissue, we need to put the mutated flesh in. Oh, hang on. Corrupted flesh that mutated reacts unusually to the crystals. I don't know what I'm doing. Crystal dust. That's biogel. Data crypts. 41 OK. Activate the device. I don't know.
What do we have here?
I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure what I just did. Adaptive antidote. Grants immunity to toxic damage and inflicts a -10 penalty to toughness until the end of combat. Okay. Cool. -10 penalty to toughness, that's not too terrible if they're immune to... Okay. Cool. I'm gonna take that. I might be able to put more random shit in this. Yeah, I probably can't. So what was the other one? So the worst idea I've ever had. I can still have a head and shoulders and make an important discovery. Okay, so if we did the adamantine dust and black water idea, we might end up with some. It may blow up. Which might be funny, but I don't think it's going to help us all that much. Excuse me, more. Apparently the meteorite's completely useless, but that doesn't make sense. Paints. Do we have to put... So this kind of suggests that if we do that one, hang on. 04. That one. And that one. It might blow up. And then if we do like that one, I don't know what to do about there. meteorite chunk into there. Let's see what we get out of that. Meteorite dust, yeah, fine with that. Okay. I'm gonna start chucking random shit into this and see what happens. So I'm not sure which flesh sample we want to put in here. Let's try the meteorite dust. Let's try the unidentified acid. Let's try the 40. And let's try the flesh sample. Oops. Okay, let's try that with the mutated flesh sample, or with the Navigator's flesh sample. Oh man. Hey, Guppy-Star! Warhammer! Yes. I just blew up the machine. Holiday tomorrow, yay! Let's see if we can not blow up the machine this time. So we'll try the same experiment, but with the other flesh thing. I think it was this one. Oops. I don't know if that's stuck. Yes, it did. And this one will be... we'll try it with the Navigator's flesh sample. Push button. And it will. Fuck. Okay, never mind. We'll try the other one as well. Oops. Find it fascinating developers Sniper Elite Trilogy, you did an excellent job when it comes to Atomfall, they dropped the ball on that game. Yes! Atomfall, not fun. Atomfall, yeah, forced stealth, but not enough opportunity to stealth. Which is weird considering Sniper Elite is all about stealth. You'd think that they knew what they were doing. But apparently not. Right, I think we put this in. And that blew up. And that may be worse. Okay. Right. In that case, we need to do the opposite. How's this one? I'm enjoying it. This is a lot of fun. We are currently on the a space station owned and operated by Navis Nobilite navigators, but they're in a bit of a bad situation. Right, okay, so because that exploded, let's try that. Then let's try that. Then let's try this one. No, okay, I think we got the only useful thing that we're going to get out of here. So let's just load that and not blow it up. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not good at puzzles. I shoot things. Right, we did level up though, so let's get some level ups going. Right, let's see what we can get. Nope. Focus. Bonus perception, ballistic skill 4. And plus 3 temporary wounds. Targets an ally. Resolves increased by 1. Officers resolves increased by 3. Specify an officer ability bounce temporary wounds. That. Oh, or talent that grants temporary wounds. Allies' armor is increased by 10% for 1 round. Doesn't stack. Yeah. Gain bonus to their weapon skill, equals 7, deal plus 4 damage. Might be worth having. Obviously costs 1 less AP. Might be helpful. Officer's next attack will cost 0 AP. Could be good. Alright, discipline. The problem with this is that there's a lot of abilities for each character, and a lot of them are active abilities and not just passive ones. So there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot to read and pay attention to, and it's a bit of a headache. That's until the end of combat. That's how most one effects and the statistics. Okay. March, maybe. Grants has some flexibility, grants on to all characteristics for every action point gain until the end of combat. Okay. No, spy might be good. Nope. Officer gains single power fellowship and have less than half their rooms remaining and more complex shit. Nope. Not this. Nope. Jinx definitely not. Just flesh wounds. Maybe. Extra impact, gain extra turn with 3 movement points, and increase the cover efficiency by 20%. I mean, that could be helpful because we do keep getting stuck out of cover. Get an extra turn with 3 movement points. Increase the cover precision. Yeah, that might be handy. Yeah, that would be good for redeploying. Then next ability, fellowship, I guess, because we are an officer. Yo, next. What do we got? Reckless Strike. And attack against 20% armor penetration and 8 damage, ignores 50% of the target's parry. Enemy survives, enhanced ability, will attack the warrior in return. Being vicious range weapons. Oh, okay. Yeah. Breakthrough. Slash ability with 1 slash cannot be used in the same round as charge. Thus, through an enemy to a cell on the enemy's opposite side and makes a melee attack with 50% reduced damage. Maybe apply to one target per round, doesn't prefer damage. Interesting. Forceful Strike. Gathers all their might for Crushing Strike. Next melee attack pushes the enemy away. High screen, drawing attention there, and he's kind of priority target. That could be helpful, interesting. Or be able to attack through enemies. That could be helpful. Though I am kind of tempted by... Oh wait, hang on, what's the distance on that? All enemies within the area of effect. Within touching distance. Oh, okay, so... that only works for things that he's already in hand-to-hand with. Yeah, breakthrough then. Because if that affected more of the battlefield, that would be really good, but it doesn't. Nope. I'm doing my part. Nope. No heresy. Or is he a solo walker, or is it 0? Serve. Don't know. Strung together. Don't force it. Get off me! All allies on the brace for impact for him. Only suffer half damage for attacks of opportunity, that might be useful. Cool, next. Right. Mental damage. Take damage from the Psycho. At least once her penalty to resistance tests. No. Person guidance. First time in combat, an ally becomes target for a psychic power. That ally gains +10 to weapon skill, ballistic skill until the end of combat. That might be fucking helpful, actually. Force weapons do more damage. Break act, release spell degradation. Psychers, not the target's line of sight. Sights and cover, resistance. Right. No. Psyche uses damage cycle power on targets at 6 levels of further from the Psycho. Targets have some initial damage. I mean, maybe. Psycho Minoris. Each level of Psi rating provides the Psycho access to new psychic powers. It also strengthens damaging psychic powers. Right, character level required at 9. Okay. So each level of Psi rating gives Psychic access to psychic powers, also intensify damage to psychic powers. Okay. So you're already getting that. What? Okay. Right. Well, more psychic powers is fun. Okay, so all of these are 30. Logic, I guess, sure, why not? Right, soldier. Soldier go, right, what do we go? Control shots. Soldier and their allies will automatically dodge this soldier's next attack. Dash. Immediately dash slight direction, spending all movement points, doesn't refer to attacks of opportunity. Dash through allies and enemies with no obstacles. Interesting. Entrench. Yeah, Game will spend AP and MP plus 1 additional MP, resets cooldown of all other abilities. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. That's bizarre. Soldier's next ranged burst attack will have its base rate of fire doubled, but deal 25% less damage. All shots will follow random trajectories. Well, doing 75% damage with 100% more shots means that they're gonna hit more shit. So that, I think, will be a good one. Yeah, we'll do that. Rapid fire. And then, let us get... right, your awareness has been saving our asses, so we're gonna chuck that to awareness. You chickadee. You probably want to have dash, don't you? Although, soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Because she's using a shotgun, we've already had to use her, like, her once a battle ability to protect Abelard. I think that might be useful. Both things would be useful. Dash. And... oh, your awareness is hilarious. Ah, never mind. Yeah, we'll have your awareness as well. Why not? Right. So full wounds, over 30% damage, no, I don't care. Exposed weakness costs 0 AP, maybe. Tide of Excellence, triggers the next point on enemy, gain +1 damage, +2% armor penetration to the end of combat. Exposed weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower by 15 for 1 round. That could be pretty powerful. This is calculation. Insights. You do not have the perception bonus of 10. Target analyzed, heal more weakness, suffers an additional experience. Okay. Start the operative's turn, extra exploits, half cover, no. Space mouse 3 MP, and damage is reduced by 10 next turn. Maybe 10% less damage from an enemy affected by exploits. An enemy affected by an exploit within 5 cells of operative attacks the operative of their ally. Enemy suffers an additional exploit. Yeah, maybe this turn do +2 damage for single shot attacks. +3 ballistic skill. Wow. No. Be deflection against burning effects and flame weapons, maybe. Hit the single target attacks. That's what critical hits from single target attacks increase hit chance. So 4 draw characters again stacking +10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Okay. Melee attacks apply the machine spirit's communion on all attacked enemies. Attacks and effects of exposed weakness ability, bonuses against enemies. As Ascal's attacks and the effects of exposed weakness ability gain bonuses against enemies under the effects of the machine spirit communion as if all those enemies had 2 more stats flexible. Okay. Push, okay. Perception by 10. Reduces tech use of demolition by 10. I mean, that's a bit of a waste because his tech use is hilarious. See, yeah, when Pascal uses a plasma or melter weapon, we've not found any plasma or melter weapons. Half your abilities are based around them. You're going to get 2 more abilities before we find a plasma or melter weapon. And we're not going to be able to make use of that. I mean... See, that would be really cool. We just need to fucking find some. Huh. Yeah, we'll do that preemptively. What's it looks like? There we go, okay. Cool. Oh, aside from making this thing explode again, I think we're done here. But I don't think that actually.
Let us not dawdle.
Yeah, what has that done for us? Oh, yeah, we were able to rebuild the control rod, weren't we? Super complex, one-of-a-kind control rod that we absolutely couldn't reproduce. Like jamming a random chunk of metal.
Unexpected result.
Into the lift gap. Oh. Alright. Pelec Orcelio looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided, his wounds are tightly bandaged, and there's some healthy colour under the scales of his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Adira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. She then starts mumbling, "The crossroads! They are 2 paths, both stained with blood. Both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks so poor and flimsy. They fail at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, the other a traitor." Okay. Tell me who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak the naughty little things. They say tearing off the masks is what your concern. Okay, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Okay. Thank you. I did not understand a single word. Well, everything's clear now, obviously. Adira nods tiredly and glances at Felix out of the corner of her eye. The station has enough problems without your sorcery, psycho. Felix waves Adira off and looks at you expectantly. Hand over the key, keep the key. Hand over the key. Felix exhales loudly and smiles. Thank you, rogue trader. I don't even know what to say. Statues and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave the station together with the mistress, which is why I am about to ask one last favor of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, as is a bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house, sacred amulet against evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe next to this charm. Very well, I'll do it. You turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort. I'll personally feed you to avoid Kraken, just so we're clear. Very well, I'll do it. You're going to need this charm. Felix hands you a precious stone without setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch no matter how long you hold it in your hand. And may the God Emperor's light be with you. You've received items, glowing stone. Huh. Interesting. Right. Up we go. Well, shit. Okay. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continuously streams from her scarlet-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her dishevelled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jewelled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warp nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. Shit. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? You do it amidst something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, ow, ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now I have this one barging in my head. Somebody stop her! I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy! Argenta looks at a tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head and her white hair veils her face. Oh jeez, okay. What blood is this? What vile creature is this? Argenta, rid the world of this heresy. Recognize that conquest follower, overcome the crushing despair. I know why I'm here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. By the Emperor, if you do not stop your sorcery immediately, I'll shoot you in the head. Bring a stone in contact with her, wound her. Just straight out attack. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. Succeeded, excellent. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and a howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers already dead? And you? Who are you? Let's see. Pointedly remain silent. Your lordship for a trader. No. She is above you. Despite the horrible mutations, right? My presence here was requested by your faithful servant Felix Orselio. Felix? Did he? Cassie's crimson eyes widen, but you cannot say whether out of fear or surprise. What is this? I feel faint. Uh-oh. Oh shit. The other Lord Orselio. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts in low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child! Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserved despite the his venerable age, the Navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You! The old man shifts, revealing a face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I am warning you, one wrong move, and I'll bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offence, esteemed whoever you are. Abelard places a hand on his weapon. Right, I mean you no harm, I came to seek the Navigator's aid. I succeeded. I'll grant you do not look like pirates have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station or scoundrels in Felix's service. So who are you? Von Valencius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader to our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks the service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer, think on it. You can make yourself an ally or enemy of our house today. You decide. Right. What is the curse that's taken hold of everyone in this room? Theobald frowns. Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft, Idira mutters under her breath. Frightening. I want to know what happened between you and Felix. Felix is my wayward student. He came to Urat 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duty as the legacy of the greatest of our Navigators. Patriarch, was it? Okay. Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegade's clouded his mind. I sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Navigator's throne. So choose whose side you're on. A murderous traitor or a lawful action, or the lawful scion of a noble house. Theobald speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. Felix accused you of treachery, Theobald. How can I why should I trust your words? Defending myself before strangers. I never thought I would fall so low. The old man looks at the unmoving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well. I have no choice. You're proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis Nobilite. If the honest word of an honourable man counts for anything with you. I guarded the station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup. What is the child? How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my errors in my face. I am twice your age, and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or for far-fetched idea of a brighter future. Right. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the Navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child! Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child! Deliver her to safety. Deliver her safely to Regent Aranota, acting head of House Orselio in the Cronus Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. Okay. I know we came here for our Navigator, but after everything I've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia, a painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. You're talking as though you expect to die here. Theobald shrugs indifferently. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help, there's a Medicaid on my ship. Theobald only shakes his head. No, I am the keeper of UAG 5 and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. Okay, I believe I've made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Burke is a true monster. Siani is a monster on my ship. Cassia will remain here, and you shall serve as the navigator on my vessel while you still live. Ooh. I don't know what to do. No, I can't save at the moment. Shit. Guess we're right. Yeah, no, he's gonna die soon. I don't know what's gonna happen. See, I thought when we turned up, we saw Felix executing traitors. That's what I thought was going on. I should bring Cassia to Felix as promised. Rash words that will come that will cost you your life. The old navigator balls his fist, veins on his arm bulge black, and his third eye opens. To me, defenders of the child, duty calls now. Oh shit.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
To the death!
Shit. Okay. Cool. Evil premonition. I am very confused. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm very, very confused. Now we'll have to stay where it is. Hang on. There's no good place to be. That'll have to do. Right. That's going to zap both of them. We won't zap that one. That's rude. Let's see, how much does this take? This takes 2 AP.
But of course.
Analyze. Expose weakness.
On it.
Then let's get you. Might as well zap here.
Will do.
Okay. Pretty solid. 10. My go. Right. Something. Okay. What I reckon we'll do. Voice of command, Argenta.
Who if not me?
Then I'm going to dodge damage and attack powers. So we're going to be
I'll make it happen.
take aim.
I'll
Bring it
see
down.
to it personally.
So then what do you? So it's next frame quest attack, so that'll still take 2 AP. So we'll frack this up. Shit. That's a problem. That is annoying. She can't get the move out. No. Oh well. Guess we'll just do this. Since Abelard is perfectly in the wrong spot. Yeah, position it to not shoot him. So we'll do this. Nice. Good shit. 5 momentum, 5-star radius, rocket buzz 10.
Doubt is for the weak.
It's going to get her a load of extra momentum. That's going to be her bonus turn done. Alright, this.
It's as good as done.
Okay, so now generates a bunch of moving points. There's no good place to go, because wherever we go, there's someone to shoot us. Have a go. Everyone else can have a go. Fuck. Now I'm not going to do the decision.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Alright, then all we've got is moving points. Again, there's nowhere good to be, so... Okay.
Weapon at the ready.
I'll live another day.
Right. Myself what all this shit does. Doesn't count as warriors. Attacks this turn. It's one enemy.
At your beck and call.
It's one enemy, that guy. Let's see if we can charge that guy. Yes, we can.
It will be done.
Charge!
One fewer target.
Nice. Then let's strike this fucker.
At your beck and call.
Cool. Now we run out of AP. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done what I did.
Weather the storm.
Fuck.
Follow my lead.
I've made a mistake.
That was insulting.
Ha!
Follow my lead.
Okay. Okay. Right, there we go. Fantastic. Cool. Why have we got a 2% chance to hit this one's right there? Oh, seriously, okay. Take a number of attacks. Less damage, more frost though. I'll put some dodge reduction. Attack. I'm not sure how this works. Rapid fire. These probably don't work together nicely.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Still at 2%. Right, cool. Go for it.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Right. So, 7%, 7%.
Eradicated.
Nice. Next.
As the Emperor commands, strike is
Nice.
a prayer. I'll do it. Eradicated.
Brutal. The run
As
and
the
gun.
Emperor commands, I act.
Another shot off at this guy. Okay, good hit. Cool. Done. Right, Scowl. Might be best if you try and chop this guy up. Yeah, I think we just need to chop this guy up, really.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Chop.
Significant value.
Fantastic. Allies and spells. Next. Kata. Counts. 20% dodge reduction, that's something.
Suits my purposes.
Go for it. Knock up, apply shotgun to that guy.
Already done.
Nice. Right. What have you done? Don't touch me. I'll manage on my own. Right, okay. Appears living in the cage. Somebody still filled the trough with dried fruits and meat. Okay. Fresh water. Dried fruits and fresh water. It's as if this painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with the rough and furious strokes coming together in arcane shapes. Okay. Concerning. Right, loot. Lance pistol. Thrice Pioneer's Braces. Every time an arrow deals damage, attacks weapon skill, ballistic skill. Destroys by 5 tools. Okay. Stuff for so long. Touching my navigator power. Okay, that's not very helpful. Body glove. That can go. Excuse me. That can go. Sure, okay. crap, cool. Okay, don't hurry about it. Water gun, nope. Random crap. Crap. Luxurious feast was left untouched. Ancient Rosarius pieces, collection of auto quills, collection of blasphemous litanies, solemn relic. Bloody hell, okay. Lady Navigator's private library is brimming with essays, novels, and personal accounts from trailblazers and explorers of the Imperium. Okay. Random crap. Anything else we can look at, loot, mess with? No, okay. Well then, I guess we're done here. To the lower level. Let's see what is gonna happen here. Right. Almighty Emperor be praised, my beneficent mistress is safe. Wonderful, this is wonderful. The weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulders. Philip grins mockingly before turning grim, you monster. Cassia flinches at the Navigator's words and clenches her fist. Her sharp nails dig deep into her soft skin, drawing blood. Cassie's face, however, remains dispassionate. Traitor. Oh no, this is bad, very bad. The flimsy mask is gone, and the gaze behind it is saying, "Dead at you, Lord Captain." What's wrong, Lady Cassia? Did I not bring you to champion? Traitor, what is the meaning of this? This means you murdered my only defender and dragged me straight into the arms of the traitor who doomed you at 5. Cassia angrily brushes you at oops. Yep, we're reloading. Give me the little lie, rogue traitor. You've served the noble cause of liberating House Cellular like no other, which I will forever be grateful. Perhaps we could even become close friends. Yep, no, we're reloading. Those like you, sir, do not deserve to call themselves friend of the dynasty. Abla reaches for his weapon, not that anyone extended such ones to you. However, the house's reputation must not be jeopardized by your testimony. Your is a curse on Celio. She's a legacy of Tisiphone, the beast who kept the entire house chained with fear, killing indiscriminately for any trace of dissent. I had to break the shackles of her tyranny. It's nothing personal, I'm sure you understand. And the Navigator's forehead opens wide. Oh shit. No, okay. Yeah, we're reloading. We are reloading. Oh dear. Nope, okay, we did a bad. We did a very bad. We're reloading that. Oops. Ah, bugger, we're back here. Okay. Have we got the... We haven't got the goops that we should have got. Oh. Okay. That seems to have deleted the useful stuff. Shit. No, that's before we leveled up, so okay, fine. Right, well, we ballsed that up, didn't we? And it cost us the fucking universal toxin or adaptive antitoxin, which is pretty annoying because that was quite powerful. This has ended up in ship loot, which it shouldn't have done. It's one slot. Crap. Yeah, I think that's gone, which is irritating. Fuck. Great, okay, well, never mind. Never mind. Lots of saves coming, I guess. No, I really do want that. No, because we'll have to take ages living up again.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
No, that's annoyed me. Sorry, I know I'm mucking about saves coming. Don't even have it in this one. Weird. Okay. So, that one. This is bizarre. I don't understand. Don't know why that adaptive antitoxin got deleted. Adaptive antidote. Right, okay. So mutated flesh, crystal, 41 okay, and biogel, yes. Mutated flesh, 41. Biogel. And I haven't broken up the crystal yet. Whoops.
This is intriguing.
Indeed. That.
This could be an opportunity.
Where did it go? Where did it go? What? 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 That means it must be there. I'm confused. Again, sorry about this. I know it saves coming around a bit. So an unsorted. There it is, right. Why? Why? Okay. Fuck's sake, that was annoying. Right, let's try this again without the evil route, shall we? Without a horrible mistake.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Hmm. Alright, dickhead. Everything is clear now. Everything is clear now. But not for the reasons that you think. I thought I was doing the right thing. I was wrong, because I'm a stupid. Okay. So I'm gonna skip that. Yep. Blah blah blah. Psychic bullshit. May to help you, please calm yourself. Persuasion tests. Right, in that case. Von Valencius, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Annie settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Right. Mean you no harm, I come see the Navigator's aid. Successful. Von Valencius, road trailer. Yep. Curse has taken over everyone, the child is crazy. Happens to be new Philip. Used to trouble station. Using treachery. Continue. Right. What service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child, take her away from the station. Save the child and deliver her to Regent. Right. If you're a navigator, got some reservations about this girl here. Talking as though you expect to die here. You need help, there's a medic on my ship. Nope. Okay, I believe I've made my decision. Alec is a true monster, let's do everything together. Theobald dips his head in favour of the proposition. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orcelia's heir will help you destroy our enemies and shield us from Felix Navigator forces. But you rest for a time before battle. Okay. Excuse me, what? Things we already know. Okay. Well. Are we going to be able to loot shit? Apparently we are. Yonkage. Okay, can we actually speak to anyone? Whilst maybe an alliance of convenience, we shall follow you. Okay. Alright. Cool. Then let's do this properly this time. That's annoying. I should have saved. It's about time we repaid those who betrayed our house. Come. This battle is going to be huge, isn't it? Rogue traitor, you treasonous worm! I knew I should have killed you. That's enough, boy. You betrayed the child, our house, and Tisiphone herself. Surrender. I am the savior of our house. I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Okay.
I'll make an example out of you.
Okay.
You dare cross the faithful?
Cool. Right. Well, we've ended up with less cover somehow. Initiative rolls are not brilliant. Keep there. Jeez. Definitely go backwards. How do we do it? So, I'm down here, Adelaide's up there. She's over there, she's over there, she's over there, and he is not deployed yet. Cool, that'll have to do. Okay. Damn it. Bounce. Stop. Potentially. Damn. It's just those two, isn't it? There. You'll shoot all three of these. So, yeah.
Suits my purposes.
Run around there, blast them.
There's
Blam.
nowhere to hide.
Not bad. Let's drop a... So, this still was too easy, so we'll drop a run and gun.
All too easy.
Still has one AD, one AD left, so... Hey, Leper, for the Emperor! Yes! Kablam! Yeah! Triple kill, hell yeah. Cool. That will be the end of your turn.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Oh. She just opened her third eye at that guy. Fucking Nora. That's horrifying. I see. That's how we're doing this, is it? Oh shit, you've only got one more action point. What happened to you? I think you might have been mind fucked. Shit, I didn't realise. Alright.
Anything else?
Yeah, let's see if we can blind him. Cool. Good enough.
To the heretics.
Break their morale!
Duty prevails!
Wait, what? Oh! She triggered Bring It Down on her, that's why she got 2 action points randomly. I thought it was her turn. Whoops. I dumbed. No, either way, we can expose weakness on you now.
But of course.
And now you can warning Abelard.
What? Was that you? Or...
And now you can psychic trick this guy.
Will do.
18 damage. Pretty good. Don't worry, Psychic says only temporarily exploded. Why? Because Psychic's fucking weird, yes. Right, so you got blasted out of your cover, which I'm not best pleased about. Right. So this guy's still alive, which is rude. So you can do that. Get that there. Okay, down. Just go there. Did you burst fire over there? Yes, you did. Cheeky. That's not what I was. Oh, yeah, you'll step out and do that. Kill on a hit and a horrible wounding on a hit. Oh, dude. 10% damage, 22% dodge reduction.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Don't even start about the Deathpool guy. We don't even begin to describe him. Yep. Deadpool. Great guy. Well, that didn't do anything of what I wanted it to.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
And you missed it. Never fucking mind, idiot.
Stay vigilant! A temporary setback.
Ow.
My faith strengthens me.
Right. I think we need to scare this flank.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. The Messiah condemns you.
Perfect. Right. Then... we're gonna do this. Which is gonna buff the fuck out of our weapons.
My vow is to serve.
off the fuck out of our ability to hit. Right, now, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? There's still two buggers over there. Let's have a also command. Command the sister. Let's have a take it in on.
I'll see to it personally.
Then bring it down.
Who if not me?
Now. Let's drop a burst on.
As the Emperor commands.
Oh, you're one of them. Actually, would that help? No. Seriously, you can shoot that guy, you can shoot that guy. Sure, heroic
I
action.
am his will made manifest. I'll do it.
You missed. Do it better.
Doubt is for the weak. None can
There
escape
you
the
go.
Emperor's judgment. Is why I was chosen.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it.
Get a little more momentum. Cool. Then I kind of don't want to have to redeploy, so I'm not going to bother with that.
I must not falter.
Follow my lead. Of the Imperial! Weapon at the ready.
Thank you. Right. So, sworn enemy. Charge. Can you charge? Apparently you can.
I will
Charge.
do my duty. Reduce to dust.
Murdered. Fantastic. Right, let's do all melee, all MP. Is there only one hostile remaining? Yeah, I think there is. Chop! Yeah, it's nice.
Now, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
So this is Theobald or Celio, coughing up bluish blood, armor plate on his chest, perforated in a few places, a tangle of metal and viscera where his abdomen ought to be. When the navigator's pale eyes find Cassia, he quietly rasps this.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
Cassia looks at the navigator's body in bewilderment, and you are overwhelmed with an inexplicable sense of loneliness and grief. Oh no.
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Abelard salutes the fallen man.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Nadira brusquely wipes away her tears with pointed determination.
Losing a mantle is a sorrowful event, beginning the mantra of spiritual assuagement.
The sound of Pascal's vox takes on a strange vibration, gentle and soothing, nothing like his usual dry tone. Forgive my urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable and may fail at any moment.
But this is my home.
Your home is about to implode.
What are you going to do to me?
If you wish to leave the station, you must first sign a contract. You will undertake service as Navigator until I release you from that obligation. Offer you protection, grant you shelter aboard my vessel. Become my Navigator, and I shall restore you to House or sell your earliest opportunity. Excusez-moi. I think, yeah, upon Valencia's rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Choose party members. Oh, okay. Well, better loot the dead. Shot stop revolver. That's pretty nasty revolver, we'll keep that. Some gun stuff. What we got here? Tactical goals, plus 5% chance to hit, plus 3 critical hit chance. Ooh. Interesting, okay. Good. Ritobi pattern lasgun. Shotgun. Random junk. Yep. Corpses were mauled by force far beyond any mortal capacity. Faces are twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, cutlery. Huh. See that earlier. Right. Yeah, I think GTFO is probably a good idea. I'm gonna drop a save before anything else can go wrong. 138. There's a duel and you're restricted to 35-ton max. You see fuckers show up in a Vindicator and a Centurion. Makes me broken, yo. Yeah, that's...
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Whoops. That's... not worked out very well. Master Bitches. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Whoops. Okay. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigis and, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What do you wish to speak about? What do you wish to speak about? After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale, then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honourably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. And now, Cassia throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have aboard, but no red. Tell me more about what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind with the will of the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House of Cellular ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts, and then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light. The guiding thread, so fine it could slip from one's grasp at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hand as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orcelio never lose their course. Why are you asking for these items? Now's not the time to indulge in painting. Yeah, but that's how it works for her. You're asking questions, the answers to which you cannot comprehend. Perhaps I may explain it to you at a later time, but now our time is too precious to waste. As navigator of House Orcelio, I give you my word that without canvas and paint, we have little hope of a smooth journey through the warp. I have no reason to lie. Why do you refuse red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of Navis Nobilite is sacred, and so is more suitable for the communion ritual. Okay. I shall ensure that the necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Cassia nods in thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Yes. Yes, that's the thing. Okay. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Yes. Okay. So we're still missing crew. Right. Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the susurration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of a Lady Navigator breaks the silence. Initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, then a stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, a rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and a faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters. Armadas drowning in the fog, the path from one to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of Her? No, with me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. What? Boxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel between her fingertips emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. Shit. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Boxmaster sees you receive 5 lashes for the sheriff's circumstances. What is happening to Cassia? Right, Cassia, you're alright in there. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats roar from the strain. And then sudden silence. Dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. Shit. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's right, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from Sanctum Navis after the ritual. Or what is left of them. Okay. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush. Cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, and a metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely for even a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report the condition of the station, Urak 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruptions affecting Urak 5 twisted the bodies and minds of its attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia, thank the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still in need of more men and women for the crew. And we have not yet located Heinrix van Calox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor, as we can now test. The man vanished into the shadows of the star system and was not present on Urak 5. We must keep this in mind when making any future plans. As it always business, can you sometimes just visit, tell me how wonderful everything is? Ah! Thank you, Vigis, that'll be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Okay. So, Urak 5 is basically destroyed. Cool. Just detected. Just, okay. So, yeah, okay. What I didn't realize was that the Electrodynamic Cenobium is on this planet, so we left the planet for no reason. Right, okay. So we need to find. We need to go to the Electrodynamic Cenobium. Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. What the hell? Navigator, what the fuck's the problem? I have a bad feeling about this.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
The Lady Navigator is engrossed in perusing dusty tomes which appear to have been neglected by the other officers, be it because of sloth or dullness of mind. When you walk closer, Cassia looks up at you, starts, and hides with a book behind her back. See you're fond of reading. I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
As he carefully shows you the book, which turns out to be a collection of works by Acadian naval commander and poet alias Quint. Another Quint, okay.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Cassia gently brushes the dust off the cover with her thin, clawed hand, her eyes filled with a longing after reminiscing about her last home. The events that took place on Urak 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Cassia's response is reserved and pointedly decorous, clearly intended to create a distance between you. Are you satisfied with your new attendance?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis Nobilite, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern.
I just thought it was Nobilite, but I suppose Nobilite makes sense. Oh. Perception test succeeded. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, and awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes a topic of gossip among the lowly servants and officers alike. It is clear that she does not feel comfortable aboard a ship teeming with people. I hope you've had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis Nobilite. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting.
Sorry. If I had a nicer option to ask, I would have asked that. She tosses her head back and straightens. Yeah, okay.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Oh, yeah.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Frightened by her own words, Cassia covers her mouth, pales, blushes, and then pales again, hides her face behind the cascade of her snow-white hair. I feel far more complicated than common sympathy. That's rather random and direct. And nothing to apologise for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and just as natural to share them with others. Quite right, so I'd ask you to mind what you say. No, difficult to feel empathy for a mutant. However, the crew's well-being. No. I believe this conversation has reached its natural conclusion. It's like, fuck this. No, I don't think I'm going to try and sleep with her. That's obviously the I'm going to try and sleep with you option. I don't think I'm going to try and sleep with her. You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and it's just as natural to share them with others.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
The primness of her expression cracks, revealing great weariness beneath. She places a hand on her breastplate. Okay. Hey, Talad and Julep, how's it going? You go with the sleep with her option if she wants it straight. Fair enough. Is someone able to shout out Talad and Julep for me, please?
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Oh, okay, yeah, shout out yourself. How you doing, Tulip? How's things? How you feeling? And make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who's captivated me since first set eyes on her. Rather we find amusement elsewhere. Perhaps the privacy of my chambers. Okay, that's definitely too direct. What if I find childish is the manner of your... What? Oh, yeah, no. Wow, brutal. I understand what I'm going through. My life's turned upside. Neck pain. Well, that's a pain in the neck, isn't it? Sorry, I had to. Oh. Hopefully that will ease soon. Right, not how we're finding amusement. Just want to keep your emotions in check. I mean... said I wasn't going to, and she's only just got on the ship, and she is... Well... You're not sure, why not? I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her. I mean, she's pretty cute. And she does sound sweet and interesting, so sure, why not? Oops.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Whoops. Oh dear. Oh. I just got an achievement. For starting a romance. Struggling to maintain an expression of polite indifference, Cassia covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. Whoops. Sorry. Did she just shoulder check me? Whoops. Secrets of gallant feelings. How to express your secrets of gallant conduct. How to express your feelings to a noble lady. Okay. An admirer who seeks the favour of a refined lady is well advised to maintain pointed courtesy and finesse in his every deed. An honourable admirer will never defile a noble lady's ears with crude or indecent words, and neither will he allow himself conduct that could besmirch her honour and dignity. Well, that's why I've been single for a decade. Whoops. Above all, the admirer should remember a relationship begins with the right choice of words. Shower your lady with compliments that will accentuate her finest qualities without putting her in a position of discomfort. A word chosen elegantly and spoken with genuine warmth may bring about a change in the lady's eyes as she looks upon you. Once your interaction has grown more intimate, always be sure to remember the simple rules of etiquette. For example, should the lady drop her handkerchief or handkerchief, the deepest expression of sympathy for her will be to perform the following gesture. Pick up the handkerchief, wait a brief moment, and then bring the handkerchief to your lips. Touch it lightly before returning it to the lady. This noble gesture will assure the lady of the seriousness of your intentions. Remember that the flower bud of true feelings takes time to blossom. Patience, loyalty, and impeccability in adhering to the decorums of the nobility is key to earning the lady's favourable disposition. Getting shoulder checked by your favourite character. Gotcha. I see. Excusez-moi. Okay, right. So, we need to remember that then. We need to remember that if she drops something is to kiss it and return it to her. Interesting. Okay. Not gonna lie, I may have done that slightly, just a little bit, to make Tulip jealous. Greetings, Lord Captain. Okay. Right, okay. Is there anything else that we need to handle? I don't think so. Okay, I've made a decision. Right. It's Rykad Minoris. No, mandatory, okay. Ah, damn, we can only put them in specific slots, that's annoying. Okay. Sorry, that was just for my own ordering of things, but sure. Alright, we'll take the Navigator with us, that won't be dangerous at all. Cover the landing area, your lordship. Glorious reform of Valanacius dynasty. Excellent, thank you. This place is still in a state of civil war, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay, we need to level you up a lot. So, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer 10 additional damage for any warp damage. No. Every even turn, second, fourth, etc., the Navigator gains an additional action point. Every odd turn, the Navigator gains plus 20 perception. Interesting. Eye of Oblivion. Every enemy the Navigator has in their line of sight has his dodge and hit chance reduced by 5. Ooh, interesting. Starts all turns, including extra turns with 3 additional movement points. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, Navigator gains stack +5 bonus willpower until the end of combat. Yeah. Oh yeah, because she's granting extra turns as well, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah, Tulip. Navigator makes all resistance tests with willpower as if it's higher than the base characteristic. What? Makes all resistance tests with their willpower if it's higher than... Oh, okay. That might be good. Enemies affected by the Navigator's power suffer a stacking -10 penalty resistance test for Navigator's power. Nah. There's another one that literally heals her at the start of her turn. Shit, okay. Perception is higher than their agility. Dodge is calculated using perception. Enemies moved by the Navigator's power suffer 4 damage at the end of the movement. Damage is increased by 1 for every cell the enemy moves. Interesting. Stable roots. And the Navigator uses a Navigator power. The Veiled Degradation is reduced by 1. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot we stacked Veil Degradation Reduction and Veil Regeneration into our other Psycho, so we might need to build that first. Oh shit! Right. Here we go. Strange Vitality. The Navigator heals 6 wounds at the beginning of every turn. Gains 1 additional wound for every Navigator talent taken. Healing increases by +1 for every creature killed in between the Navigator cells. Okay, that's very powerful. Of course, untroubled. Navigator uses a Navigator power that has not been used in combat. There's +2 perception until the end of combat. Threads and faults. Whenever enemy fails a resistance test against the Navigator power, attacks against them gain 30% critical hit chance. Navigator's powers deal 1 additional damage for a 5 bonus characteristic of the currently equipped staff. Strange Vitality is always your first talent you go for. Unblinking Star. At the end of combat, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer additional 5 damage from all attacks of opportunity and can't dodge them. Interesting. While under the effect of any Navigator power, enemies have their armor reduced by 11. Reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of the Navigator staff, it does not stack. Okay. Under my protection, allies targeted by the Navigator's ability is +5 to all resistance tests against warp effects caused by demons, psychic powers, Navigator powers, etc. until the end of the combat. Effects stack with every applied ability. Interesting. Navigator gains +5 fellowship and +1 fellowship for every Navigator talent power taken. Okay. Veil of Protection. Allies that are targeted by the Navigator's power gain +10 armor. This additional armor is reduced by the amount of Veil Degradation to a minimum of +0 and increased by the infusing parameter of the current equipped staff. Interesting. That's just base stats, isn't it? She has plasma weapon. She has power. No, didn't think so. Yeah. What the fuck? I was gonna say. No. Right. So yeah, we're gonna go with whenever she uses a Navigator power, the Veil Degradation is reduced by -1. Then what do we got? Oh, geez, we got even more shit to choose from. We're gonna be here for a while, folks. I'm afraid. Whenever an ally uses a heroic act. No, okay. Commanding voice, range of officer abilities. We found that to be fairly helpful. Allies affected by an officer ability or talent grants temporary wounds. Allies' armor is increased by +1 around. Don't really have many of them, I don't think. An officer uses voice of command or bring it down to no. Impression. Oh. Take note of the ability, it will not die or something like that. Everyone has access to it. It basically raises base HP permanently. Gotcha. Thank you. It's 2 no, because that's a headache. Officer makes an attack, again plus a fellowship. Movement, action points, +1 to characteristics. Starts turn, adjust to the officer, additional movement points, using initiative, 40% damage to things that haven't acted yet, that wouldn't really help. Aha, here we go. So, okay, so we got access to this stuff to choose from again, haven't we? String willpower. What is her willpower? Oh, it won't tell me straight off. Okay, helpful. Right, what were we going to choose? I don't think we actually chose anything. We were going to choose Strange Vitality, I think. Rank steady. Let's take aim. Knock yourself. No. Okay, so we'll do Strange Vitality, then let's get your willpower up. Willpower is 55, that's not brilliant. Let's keep that going. Next up, Arrow of Authority. Have to go to the doctor's appointment. Have fun. Ah, sorry, back CT. Sorry. No, it's fine. There's a lot of information here to take in. So, anyone that says like, "Hey, this might be a good one," I do appreciate it in this case. So don't worry. Thank you. I would have said, but I appreciate you saying. I hope your doctor's appointment goes well. Take it easy. See you around. Now, thank you for dropping by. Right, so get back in the fight. Recover some burning, bleeding, toxin, and stunned effects. Okay, so we'll put them. What's the command? They also gain 12 temporary wounds. Bloody hell! Right there, Rax. Start the opposite turn or melee attacks may target do an additional 2 equal the number of enemies adjacent to target when this ability is used. Bloody hell! Okay. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Immediately grants an ally a different MP puts a fellowship bonus. Target can use movement abilities, heroic acts, or desperate measures during its turn. Voice the command, ignores attacks while shoots button. Okay, take aim! Next attack will ignore cover and double the effective distance. Voice the command, what do you think? Yeah, okay, so that's a really good one, but we also have. Oh, jeez, okay, so. Now hold my gaze. Okay. So now we get some psychic powers. Glimpse of Fate. Target gains 30% increased hit chance on the next attack. Dodge on the next dodge test and chances of success on the next resistance test. Disappear independently from each other after being successfully applied. Ooh, that's cool. Holding my gaze. Navigator deals 13 to 30 damage to an enemy. Must pass a willpower resistant test or become immobilized. Wow. Notch of purpose. Designates a square. Enemy closest to the square immediately moves 4 cells towards it. Multiple enemies in the same distance point, all of them move. Targets move even if they're stunned or immobilized. Interesting. Revel in the light. Target ally gets 22 willpower and toughness until the end of combat. Wow. Waking nightmare. All enemies within the area suffer minus 22 penalty to willpower and toughness until the end of the combat. Zone of fear. All creatures in the area of effect must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move out of the zone, even if they're stunned or immobilized. This movement triggers attacks of opportunity for the navigator's allies who have passed the resistance test or are outside the zone. Interesting. Tempted by a glimpse of fate. I think we might grab that. Because, yes, we are using her to replace Idira. There's a reason for that. Right, choose a common talent. Oh no! So. Nope. Oh. Maybe. No. So I think this is just a passive. Every enemy the Navigator has in their line of sight has a dodge and hit chance reduced by 5. That's this is bonkers. I guess turns with 3 additional movement points. Single target ability gains the same amount of additional movement points at the start of the next turn. So does this? I should have asked Tulip this. As if this applied to turns that you grant the character. So if I told someone to bring it down with this, would they get 2 action points and 3 movement points? I don't know. Mastery of Time might be funny. But Hour of Oblivion is good. Mind over Matter might be good. Yes, its powers suffer stacking minus 10 penalty to resistance tests and its powers. Bonus characteristic of the Navigator's currently equipped staff. Cascading, infusing, and devastating counters characteristics of the sound. Okay. The armor reduced by 11. So yeah, I think Under My Protection is pretty powerful as well. Or 10% armor, but veil degradation. I think this would be nice to have. This could be very good against chaos stuff. This, I think. We shall take. Sure. Right. Okay, now we've got this stuff. Now we've got even more. So many options. Ah, okay. What are we looking at? Mastery of Time. Extra willpower. That will just progressively make her more capable. Because willpower, correct me if I'm wrong. Capture some improves. That doesn't help. Still fairly certain her willpower is the Psyker's willpower determines how effective her power is, I believe. Sure if that's how that works though. I'm not sure if that's how that works. quite like under my protection. So I think we'll take that. Yeah. Then a skill. You are going to be our warp knowledge monkey. Finest hour! Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we get to choose how this works, don't we? Right. So, target finder gains additional bonuses during extra turn. Deal fellowship bonus extra % damage. Gain the effects of voice of command until the end of combat. More bonuses. All negative effects are immediately removed from the target until the end of the officer's next turn. The target cannot die. Wounds cannot be reduced below 1. Target gains bonus temporary wounds until the end of combat. Point star gains. During the next turn, all non-attacking abilities cost 1 less AP. I don't know which of these I've chosen for myself. Temporary wounds or non-attacking abilities cost 1 less AP would be pretty good. I don't know what I did. I probably did something stupid and just took damage. Although until the end of combat, target gains the effective voice of command. Voice of command for you isn't fantastic. Or as fantastic. Temporary wounds or all non-attack abilities cost 1 less AP. Sure, why not? Okay, so all or what? I love how Argenta has minus 170. That's pretty impressive. And let's get your fellowship up. Next up. Commanding voice is a good one to have. Extended range. Yeah. And then, okay. Oh, of course, her perception is hilarious. Yeah, her perception is hilarious. Okay, cool. Right. Well, you are completely leveled up. Now, let's equip you properly if we can. You have got Staff of Household Cellular. What have we got? Weapons. It's the same. It's the same. Yes, and also pistol. Can't be equipped by this character. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got a fucking bolt gun, haven't we? Okay. We need to pull some stuff out of storage then, don't we? Right, you have an incendiary grenade. Okay, that's a choice. Yeah, we'll spare armor out at the moment. Regarding this plus prevents tech use, not very helpful. That's just random consumables. That, yes. That's random stuff. That's not random stuff. We need to get into cargo management. We need to find some equipment for the lady. split. Okay. Let's just get a basic bitch stub pistol, really. The scrappy auto pistol is doing significantly more damage than hers, and less armor penetration. I mean, we could give her a rifle. I don't know if she can use one. I'll just give her a last pistol. Surge in modern life. Okay, that's possible. There we go, 7 to 11. That's better. Oh, she can't use that. Oh, strength 35. Gotcha. She's not strong enough to resist recoil. She has tiny baby hands. Divine Staff, can't give that to you. Pistol. Oh, no. Basic glass pistol. No, okay. Noble sword. Just one fucking, where are the whatever pattern sword, Mizzou pattern swords, where are they? Yeah, one, perfect. Cool. So let's get that, let's get that, let's send that to cargo, let's take the armored. That can go into cargo. Confusing. Allies targeted by Navigator powers. And plus 5 bonus to all their characteristics until the end of the Navigator's next turn. Bonus stacks and is prolonged until the Navigator's next turn. Every time it's what? Okay. Or this one. Enemies targeted by the Navigator powers suffer -5 penalty to all characteristics until the next turn. Alright, we'll take the offensive variant of that, I think. So we'll chuck that into cargo. Did we want to give her anything else? I don't know. Don't think so offhand. Right. What gloves are you wearing? That's 5% damage, plus 5% critical hit, a single shot to dead eyes, yeah, okay. What's this? Thrice Pioneer's Braces. Who would be a good one to give that to? Probably her. But she has shotgun. She hits multiple targets at once. Plus 5% hit chance, plus 5% crit chance. 10% armor, Patient bonus, but okay, never mind. Oh, the devoted protector. Immunity to any critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Yeah, okay. Right, you've got Dex, plus 5% armor, plus 6 chance. You have goggles on, yes, you do. Plus 3 logic. I think in that case it's probably going to be you. Tactical goggles. There you go. Right, so, you've already got one of these, haven't you? No, you have the faux hammer, which is worse. However, there's more damage on average, but it's not a shotgun type weapon. However, it'd probably be useful to get to have a non-shotgun type weapon, I suppose. Sadly, as funny as it is to give you a shotgun pistol. However, I could have a shotgun pistol, which would be really funny. I will have a shotgun pistol. You ever actually gonna use this? Maybe. No, idiot. Yeah, okay. Shotgun's cargo. What we should do is get rid of one of them, and we'll give you one of them. You've got one of them. You get one of them. You are going to get one of them. Okay. I'm not really sure how they stack, but whatever, sure. You get one of them as well. And me get. Whoops, only I took the wrong fucking thing. Whoops. That would have been interesting. Inject black water into myself, see what happens. Horrible things, probably. Force grenade, fire grenade. Gas cloud grenade. Force grenade, I think what we did. So we'll put that gas grenade. And with Avalon force grenade because we're fun to shove people around. You've got grenades, you have a frag grenade, you have an incendiary grenade that you brought with you from the station. Sure, okay, right. Okay. We're gonna drop a save. 139. Right. Awareness 100.
I rise to the occasion.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were in the same wardens the governor sent to the monastery's aid. Okay. Door Imperium 95% chance.
Just as I planned.
The pieces are molten at the edges. The statue was likely blasted by a barrage from a multi-laser turret type. Okay. Hang on. No, don't do that. Do not jump on that.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Why did we just jump on that? Oh, because goods. Yoink. Stuff. Grenade. Medico stuff. Universal power cells. Hand flame. Yoink. Cool. Right. Everyone group up, please. Stuff.
I always get the job
Lay
done.
people unworthy of entering the hallowed Cenobium humbly said their prayers. Access ceremonial something or other. Okay, right. So to the Electrodynamic Cenobium.
What?
It's pretty. And pretty imposing. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Let's open the gate. Binary came awakens the gate's latching mechanism. Forward. Into the Electrodynamic Cenobium, which I didn't realise was on this planet, but I thought it was somewhere else, because I'm dumb. Need a Megos. Need someone to look after our ship. Because it's a piece of ship. I seem to take one of my meds. Fuck. Give me a moment. Nom. Okay, right, where are we? Heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. Yeah, I can imagine. They were killed with precision.
Guide my strikes true against the
A
heretics who've
mercifully
encroached
quick
upon these
electric
halls.
shock
Let
was-
not one villain escape the God Emperor's retribution delivered by our hands.
Your hues are so vivid, Sister Argenta. The hatred that fuels your words and impulses burns like a supernova.
Okay. Unite the wire junctions are often marked with a symbol of a key which appears to connect two lines. Okay. Mercifully quick electric shock was not what killed the Stoltex. His face is contorted in pain as if it was tortured. Okay. Interesting. Right, so we've got an open route this way. Sort of. Closs is killed with a hit to the back of some kind of an electric weapon.
Is there money to be made?
Probably. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Fuck. You should be purified with a motive force. Blasphemer. Blasphemer. Wait, friendly. Oh no.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Officer, navigator. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. Hey, John Size, how's it going? Just started this game last night, going soldier into Archmans and high diving in. Cool. I'm really enjoying this game. There's a lot of abilities to learn though. Right, I don't think we can set up the cannon. No, we've just been ambushed. Okay. We've been ambushed by servitors, I think. Ow. Electro-priests. Dude. Wait, we're friendly. Ow.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Hey, Julep. Apparently they're late, so yes, you're back. Alright, I appreciate you coming back. Sorry they're running late. Right, we've just got ourselves ambushed by ostensibly friendlies, which isn't great. Is there a way we can get all three of these guys? There was a moment somewhere there, I'm sure of it. Where is it? Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to be satisfied with 2 then. Fucking called them servitors and now they're pissed. Yeah.
Not a problem for me.
Cool. Run and gun!
Suits my purposes.
Shoot him again! Really? You can't get all 3 of them from that angle. You've got to be kidding me. How would we be able to do this? Go there. Really? Really? What's out there? What? It's close. The fuck? There we go. Not that we'll actually hit the one on the right because it's 5%, but still.
Forge ahead.
Oh, okay, never mind, we will. Cool. You are basically done. Cool. Stop shocking me! Ow! Oh shit. That looked bad. Ow! Stop! Dabbled in CRPGs, but never got hooked until Baldur's Gate 3. Fair enough. Trying this is newer and unique. Depth of abilities and mechanics look really interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to learn, but there's a lot of combos and stuff, I think. So, I do hope you enjoy it. I'm still quite early game, so yeah. Right, here we go. Take aim, really effective distance, dodge. Right, I think we just keep shotgunning these guys because it's funny. So I'm going to voice of command. Carter. We're going to tell her to take aim.
I'll make it happen.
And she is going to bring it down!
On it.
Then she is going to, oh, this takes 2 actions. Action points, doesn't it? Yep, then she's just going to shotgun these fuckers. Bravo!
Stand a chance.
Oh, there goes one of them. That helps. There goes 2 of them, actually. Nice. Very nice. Good shit. That'll do. Then I have movement. I shall hide. All our characters are activating right now, so fuck it, yeah, go.
Let's make some opportunities.
Bill comes to the Electrodynamic Cenobium and is a shock to their electrical attacks. Yes. It's truly a shocking development. Right, Abelard is going to have some fun with you guys, I think, but over here we have possibly control the system. Right. She's only reduction on targets test by 15% for 1 round. Targets rejected flesh, suffer 25 shock damage. Target's mechanism on machine suffers 50 shock damage. So I think we do this, which should do 25 shock damage. And reduce damage from attacks.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Zap. I think that might have just healed him. Okay, that's not great. Cool. Yeah, that's a problem.
Running binaric override.
Then let's just have you shoot this guy. Blammo! Play Baldur's Gate 3 yet? A1 and US2. Love this game, haven't beat it yet. Finding a chapter 2 is really good. Right. You can do stuff. You can't shoot past friendlies, can you? No. You can't shoot because you count as being in combat. What's your hand-to-hand looking like? Not great, is it? Chainsword. What would we have with that? Ah, fine, chop. Okay, that was only so helpful. Then we'll do run and gun.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Because I get an extra chop. And chop. There we go, nice. Oh, Divinity Original Sin 2, gotcha. D&D with all the branding scraped off of it. Right. That's as good as it gets, really, isn't it? I should have triggered that.
I'll do it.
I'll go for that anyway.
High momentum.
Number of attacks equals the weapon stats. Unfortunately, there's friendlies in the way. Yeah, no. That was a bit of a waste. Right. Weirdo psychic powers, what do we got? Groups of fixed totems. That's an increased chance to hit the dodge and shit. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get to a point where you could blast some of these guys with your warp eye and not hit Abelard? See where all three of them or just two of them. It's not worth doing. I mean, it's pretty fucking powerful. 13 to 16. One action. 2 action points remaining, so it would be... Glimpse of Fate on Abelard.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Then... Voice of Commanding as well.
If I may.
Then... Let's... Psychic Blast these two.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh, and you've got 5-star. Ooh. Abelard.
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Nice. Well, given that he's got no attack limit, then that is 2 attacks, so fuck it.
Victory is...
Chop. Do we do that again? Oh yeah, this shit takes 1 second, doesn't it? In which case we're gonna do... Oh, I should have done that first. That would have been clever. That'll be sworn enemy on you.
Indeed.
I'm also gonna do endure because
At your
it's
beck and call.
free. And then we're gonna shop again.
It will be done. I
Chop.
deserve this one.
Nice. Brutalized. Did you just fucking cut his head off? You might have done. Okay. Then you are... Yeah, brace for impact anyway. Done. Done. Hello, friend.
At your beck and call.
What can we do? Can we do anything else fun? Nah. Alright, chop.
I will do my reduced to dust.
Cool. We done? We're done. Fantastic. Right. So. We left out the part where we tried to yell, "Friendlies, hold fire!" Non-hostile. You guys attacked us. The fuck? On the maladies of machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination. Ha. So, there's a book on IT support. Gotcha. That works. Yeah. Shit. Did we check this out? Or did we get ambushed first? Also secured a hit to back of some kind of electrical weapon. Yeah, we already knew that. Right, so that barrier is now there. Are you pressing Alt on occasion? No. I'm holding Tab for interacting. Why should I be holding Alt instead? I'm not sure. I think we need to go here. Opens the door.
I always have a backup plan.
See what we got. Loot.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Loot. Data altar of sacred analysis. I think it was alt, but now we see hidden doors and such. Okay. Right. Cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays a flashing message. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle to you. The device's keyboard lights up, clearly expecting you to enter the rest of the verse. Shit. First galvanic hymn. The motive. Let me sing the canticle to you. The motive force that floweth through veins of copper. The Omnissiah, from whom the holy discharge springeth forth. Blessed cathode that beckoneth timeless electron. Mighty reactor that performs the sacrament fusion. Closed circuit wherein the paths start and end are tied in a knot. No. I think it's that one, but we're gonna get Pascal. Kindly remind me how this hymn goes. Pascal's vox lets out a noisy groan as if clearing his throat, and stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze and says in a rasping voice, "It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants and shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn." Seriously? Abelard snorts and struggles to suppress an involuntary smile. "Emperor help us all. The esteemed Magos has been caught out not knowing a prayer, and now he's floundering like a cadet in an exam. I never thought I'd see the day." Holy discharge, oh my, yes. Right. So it is the Omnissiah who, from the Holy Discharge, spring forth. Yeah. The Omnissiah from whom the Holy Discharge springeth forth. Might remember the answers, it's fine. Verse 2 calls to you, Pilgrim. Let us fill our souls with gratitude towards our God. Our God Emperor and Omnissiah. Twin poles of opposite signs, probably not. Splendid resistors that conceal within the right transfiguration, don't think so. Multiple breakers of prophet, no. Hallowed contacts whose touch conducteth current. Arcane key that closeth the circuit. Okay. I'm looking it up because I can't be bothered. So, arcane key that closes the... I thought it was the key, yeah. Arcane key that closeth the circuit. Now finish this prayer, Pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charges power the immortal reason that hath created the spark. Okay. A solemn binaric trill comes from the cogitator. Verily so, a pilgrim who has learned our ways is worthy of the gifts of the enlightened in dialogue. Arc rifle? Whenever the wielder hits a target with an arc rifle, they also attack all targets within 2 cells of the main target. Ha! Interesting. Okay. Cool. And pinpointing visor plus 15% critical hit chance for ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds left. Oh. And random junk. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I cheated. Tough. I don't like puzzles. Kind attempted to give that to her because she's got bonuses for blast, for area of effect weapons. Oh no, this wouldn't count as an area of effect weapon, is it? No, because it is. Even though it's attacking all targets within 2 cells, it doesn't show that it's an AoE weapon. So it probably wouldn't work very well for you. Kinda tempted to give it to Pascal, even though it's a damage reduction to a single target. And it means he's only doing attacks which hit multiple targets. I'm not sure on that one. Keep it, and we'll think about it. Who doesn't have goggles on? You, the new chick doesn't have something. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. Excuse me, because she's never going to be making ranged attacks, is she? No. We did up with another sniper rifle, but that's worse. Right, okay. Well, cool puzzle, but that doesn't actually get me any further, does it? No. Okay. So, it might be back to where we came kind of deal. Nope, everyone please. Everybody.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Everybody sucks. Everybody sucks. Right, what have we got? There are no wounds in the heretic's body, but his face is contorted in terror, his eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels. Cool.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro-priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
So very slowly walk in a very strange formation. Okay, the tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. Force sword and vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Essential, isn't this the chap we're supposed to find for the Lord Inquisitor? Interrogator von Calox, I presume. The Emperor protects. Kneel, I repent your heresy before a rogue trader, filthy sorcerer, and I might spare your life. Wow! This guy's a higher rank than us. Fuck off. Right. Interrogator von Calox, I presume.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrix van Calox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Rogue trader von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Heinrix watches your expression closely. So you take no end of pleasure in your job. I barely introduced myself and I'm already being grilled. Ha! Theodora is dead, slain in battle by the enemies of humanity. Can this conversation wait for a bit of time? I'm here on the Lord Inquisitor's orders. See his acolytes safe in time to return to football. On football. Theodora is dead, slain in battle by enemies of humanity.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
Point to the corpse. What did you do to him? I don't care. I am here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Fair enough. Heinrix ruminates silently on what you've told him, then makes a satisfaction. Yeah, okay.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
Abelard, chill. He's more of our boss than I am.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
That is a fair statement. Heinrix casts an apprehensive glance at Abelard.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
Exactly.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor.
Heinrix arches his eyebrow, examining the coat of arms on Cassia's clothes. Oh, yeah.
I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
He glances at the dead body at his feet.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the especial efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
Bloody hell, okay.
Blasphemous insanity.
The tech priest's visor flashes and turns bloody scarlet. A soft hum of some activating systems is heard from under his robe. So precisely what are you doing in this monastery? Pointed corpse. What did you do to him? Planets. No. I can't remember. Right. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
Huh. Bows his head, cracks his neck, and grimaces. Gotcha. Right. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
Gotcha. Right, I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
The interrogator glances at the limp body clad in the colours of the governor's wardens and sighs briefly. Gotcha.
I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Okay. Right. Bloody hell. We're gonna have this guy also on our team. Do I need to level him up as well? Oh dear, this is gonna be a problem. Fuck. Damn. I can't get any information on him either. Actually, yeah, we'll replace his. Yeah, sure, okay. Cool. Vice's body is still warm, he only bled to death a few minutes ago. Yeah, thank you. Root. Useless. That's better than ours here. Okay, there we go. Right, let's level up our new idiot, shall we? This is gonna take a while. Oh, jeez. Josh. Okay, so I should have replaced that Abelard. Oh, right. What was your... what are you built for? Weapon skill, melee, okay. Some temporary wounds... Damage deflection, power chance increased by 25%. Damage deflection, roll. Air attack still 3 more damage. Nope. This. Recharge is increased by 7. Deception. Any sub 10% penalty, hit chance, attacks, areas or everything. Engagement, enemies adjacent to the warrior, so turn, warrior's damage increased by 8, 1, okay. Charge and push, increased damage and range attacks, 9%. Ramming speed, increases charge distance by 3 cells, that's very helpful. Training. Charge and slash don't end the warrior's movement, around for 14% dodge fall around. Destined. Psychic armor increases by 5%. Okay. First. Edge of Dawn. Enemies adjacent to the Psycho suffer 10% damage. First time momentum reaches 200 during the Psychic turn. Psychic gains +5 to all characteristics, +1 resolve, +1 deflection, +1 to all damage that Psychic deals to the end of combat. Interesting. Hymns of Hatred. Critical hits scored by anyone within the Psychic's line of sight, including the Psychic themselves. Increases Psychic's bloody hell. Okay. Increased by 1 until the end of combat. Anytime he uses a barbaric axe. Critical chance increased by 5. Heresy. No, I need to know heresy really. Some damage. 5% more armor penetration. Maybe. Enforced reality. Maybe. Inscribed soul. No. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Psychic powers have a 25% chance to regain AP on spent on psychic powers when veil degradation is 10 or lower. Interesting. Stabilizing factor. Yeah, stabilizing factor. Oh man, but you can get psychic powers to start with. Adrenaline surge. First round of every combat, all psychic powers cost 1 less action point. Fire physical distortion. Now, poison enemies. Poison deals 3 toxic damage. That's interesting. Cypress healed, it heals an ally, character gains full wound, character instead against temporary wounds. Corpus conversion. An enemy adjacent to an ally dies, the ally gains corpse conversion. Is that multiple allies? Psychic's next psychic power targets only targets within corpus conversion. So if the psi rating is too high, I won't degrade the veil and will not trip. Okay, that's bizarre. Effect is applied to the Psycho that increases damage suffered by the target. This effect increases by half. What? Whenever an ally effect is applied to the Psycho that increases damage suffered by a target. What? Okay. That's badly worded. Pulse of Life. When a Psycho heals themselves or another character with psychic power, the effect is applied. Healing could critically heal with a chance of 15%. Critical heal increases all critical hit chance. Yeah, interesting. Sanguine Siphon deals damage, again a stack of that. Damage results to target adjacent to the so doing 2. Okay, so lethal damage protection, strange vitality. Okay, so they're not really spells, but they are interesting things. I think we might take Biophysical Distortion because that sounds really cool. And we'll be able to get stabilizing factor. Okay. So, ooh, wow. Okay, Hammer of the Emperor. As fixed by a word of the Emperor effect, gain Hammer of the Emperor effects. Hammer, next time I deal damage is increased by 2 and the effect is removed. Psychic power can be used when someone's affected by word of the Emperor. Light of the Emperor. All allies affected by word of the Emperor are healed. Urge Sword. 2 to 5 direct damage. Damage is increased by 50% against Xenos, 100% against Chaos Worshippers or Dark Elder, 150% against demons, and 50% if the enemy has already damaged the Psycho or any of the Psycho's allies in combat. Damage bonuses. Okay. Hey, Grubfist, how's it going? Good to see you. It's been a while. How's things? Can someone shout out Grubfist for me, please? I'm afraid we're coming close to the end of the stream. And I was affected by word of the Emperor, increase their deflection by 1, okay. Sword of Faith. Psychic power costs 50 momentum, can only be used when momentum is 175 or higher. Until the end of combat, the weapon is a Psychic's hand is replaced with a sword made of sheer will. Area attack can be used to release a cone of fire like a flamer. Damages a urge soul with the same bonus, okay. Sanctic powers, pyromancy, enfeebled. And bloody hell, why there's so many fucking abilities that I've got to learn, potentially. Store 6 wounds to the target. If this ability brings target full wounds, removes all findings. So I think healing? Metabolic overcharge. Target ally immediately gains an extra turn of twice the number of their normal MP but no AP. Body is subjected to severe stress, making them suffer 5% of the maximum of the damage at the end of every turn until the end of combat. That's horrible. We don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that. Regeneration, invigorate or enfeeble. Until the end of combat, target recovers 3 wounds at the beginning of each turn and removes an effect. Warp speed! No, can't target ally increase points by... I have no idea. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Invigorate. Then we are going to have you... give you replaced. Seeing as you're a sword healer, you might replace Abelard. That would be better. If we could. Sorry, just thinking. Probably Lord Xenos. No, Pascal's got 60 for that. 6. I don't know. We build up a little warp, I guess. Weapon skill. Then stabilizing factor. Then here we go again. See what that is, I guess. Right, next up. So many fucking abilities, what the fuck? Right. Strange vitality. No, that's not the healing one, is it? Healing critical heal chance, I don't know. Applied to the psyche increases the damage suffered by a target is increased by 10%. I'm not really sure how that. Okay. New psychic powers. Enforce reality. Daring breach. Right. 10 movement points till the end of the turn. Warrior doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Till the end of combat. Warrior gains plus 4 movement points when using movement points after attacking or using abilities. That'd be handy. Priority target, excuse me, war. Against 4 movement points and may use movement points after attacking. Yeah, next. Okay. Damn it. Right, okay, we probably want something like Scars. Or because we're gonna replace Abelard. Right, field back. And weapon skill, I guess. Next up. How is this Word of the Emperor shit work? That's what I want to know. Where's your Word of the Emperor ability? So we can't actually take that until we've got souls. Oh, okay. So shit. I thought we already had some of these. No, we did not. In that case, deflection by 1, now by 12. Can be used when there's at least one covered by that. Purge soul deals 2 to 5 direct damage. Damage is increased by 50% against Xenos. Okay. Shield of the Emperor, sure. Right, then... let's stay alive. Right, okay, so we probably want something that allows you to stab or survive. I think Psycho's armor increasing by 5% every turn, except for the start of combat. It's kind of funny, so we'll do that. Ah, okay, right. So, but I don't think I can rejiggle my team now, currently. Which is a shame, because I'd rather replace Abelard with our new friend, but we are not able to do that. The hard, uncomfortable somno meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's conscious state of that way. Okay. Alright, did we leave this guy? I think we did. No, we didn't. Cool. Okay, so... what we're gonna do is, unfortunately, I have run out of time. So, I'm going to put down a save. And we are going to call it a day. But I think we've done pretty well today. We did have to redo what we were doing on the Navigator station, because we accidentally chose the evil route. So yeah, we abandoned that timeline and unfucked it. So now we've done the good route. We've been the good guys and saved Lady Cassia, the Navigator, and we're investigating the Electrodynamic Cenobium, which is all kinds of going mad, so yeah. But there we go. So, what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow at 1000 hours GMT +1, I shall be streaming some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Then at 1800 hours GMT +1 tomorrow, I shall be playing some more gently modded HPS Battletech. So hopefully catch you at one of those. Until then, I hope everyone watching has had fun. I hope everyone watching in the future has had fun. I appreciate all of you. I've had fun. I think all that's left to say is... you've been watching Gaming. My name is Bill. I'm the angry autistic asshole. Like, comment, subscribe, run around screaming turn notifications on, otherwise I'm just screaming at myself in the dark, and that's just kind of boring and lonely. It's much more fun with more people in the dark screaming, so get on in here and get screaming. I have a PayPal, Throne, Steam wishlist, and Ko-Fi. If you wish to support this mess, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I have a Discord server and Facebook page where I announce what I'm going to be streaming and when, so be sure to keep an eye on them. Links to all those things are in the link that I posted in the chat, so do be sure to check them out. And until next time, let's find someone to raid. Is anyone playing anything vaguely related to... Rogue Trader? Not exactly. Not exactly. However, I might raid Infernix and Lithos. We're playing HPS Battletech. A turn-based tactical. There we go. Cool. It's probably... there we go, cool, right. So, we do have raid messages, which I'm going to chuck into the chat. If you are not a subscriber, please copy that raid message. If you are a subscriber, please copy that raid message. We're going to throw that in Infernix and Civilothus' chat. Crash the party, announce a glorious arrival, you know how it goes. So, let's get the raid going. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, bye bye.